What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Catacombs. So today I want to talk about the riots that are going on in several American cities: Dallas, Austin, Los Angeles, which is getting the most attention right now. New York. I mean, it's just spreading all over the place. But I'm glad what's happening in Texas. They're shutting that shit down pretty ASAP. Whereas in California, they're letting it ride out. Was it Karen Bass, the mayor of LA, and the governor Gavin Newsom? They're actively trying to keep this shit going because they like the cameras. They want to make it. They want to make Trump look as bad as possible. So yeah, this is going on. But this is actually it's the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen when it comes to protests. These people are waving foreign flags and burning the U.S. flag. How the hell are you protesting to not be deported and you're burning the flag of the country that you want to stay in, and then flying the flag of countries that you don't want to stay in, that you don't want to go back to? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. If you look back in history and when you seen black people marching or protesting, you never seen black people in the U.S. burning the United States flag. I don't think I've ever seen that. Flying another flag of some sort. We've never seen that. But yet these illegal immigrants are coming over here doing this crap, and we have Democrats have the nerve to say they're undocumented citizens. Have y'all heard that shit? Undocumented citizens? No, they're illegal immigrants. They came here illegally. They need to go back. They're taking resources. You know, it's funny how a lot of these Democrat governments, and I would say some establishment Republicans are, they seem to always be able to find the money to help illegals out. But when it comes to black people, for the last 150 years, there's never been no money. They always say, "Oh man, we don't got it. We just don't have the money. We don't have the funds, and we just can't do it right now. Next election. But somehow they find tens of billions of dollars to help illegal immigrants. Now, you let that sink in. Now, I'm so glad I'm seeing a lot of black people finally waking up and understanding that these people, we can't be holding hands with these people. They don't even like us. It's just the facts. They don't even like black people. If you all recall, there was a situation. I made a video about it. I think it was Mexican Americans, or the Latin American caucus or whatnot in California was saying some really disparaging things when it comes to black people. Now, these are people who are elected officials, and they're actively sabotaging or going against or working against another group to further themselves. And this is them behind closed doors, who they just happen to be recorded. This is how they were talking disparagingly about black people behind closed doors, but didn't want to talk that we're all in this together when it's time to get some power. And once they get their power, and black people, okay, it's our turn, all of a sudden crickets. Black people made it possible for a lot of immigrants to come over here after the civil rights movement, and they come over here. They don't even like us. It's not just those who are coming from south of the border. It's a lot of the Indians are like that. I don't know what the hell their problem is. I mean, they don't even have a dog in the fight, but then they come over here and they got shit to talk. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely insane. You don't hear too much from them. Like the Chinese, they do be having a little slick shit to say too. They put their businesses in our neighborhoods, and they do have slick shit to say too. But they don't go out. They're not doing what Mexicans or the El Salvadorians, the people who are coming from south of the border, are doing. The Chinese, a lot of those types, they tend to be low key, which I appreciate. You don't like me, fine. Stay over there. I'll stay over here. Cool. But not these Latin Americans, man. They out of pocket. They're flying foreign flags and burning the United States flag. If they are a citizen, and in my view, based off of this activity, is treason. And as far as I'm concerned, they need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And if you're all familiar with the punishment for treason, well, I'm not going to say it on YouTube, but I'm just not going to say it right now. But I think you all know what I'm getting at. The punishment for treason is pretty extensive. But I am really, really glad that black people, especially the 92%, I'm really surprised about that. The 92% of black women that voted Democrat for Kamala Harris, the so-called black woman, they are not stepping out of their frame right now, and I'm actually pretty proud of that. You know, I'm actually really I'm applauding that, because they typically hop, skip, and jump to anything the Democrats do. Anything, everything that the Democrats want to do, black people are like, okay, let's go, and then they try to whip their husbands, who happen to be black, into voting what they think is what they get their husbands to vote the way they think they should be voting. You know, but I'm actually surprised at this. I was fully expecting for a bunch of black women, part of the 92%, to come out and be like, yeah, let them in. Because they was doing that shit in the 2020. They was doing that all throughout Donald Trump's first presidency. They was doing that. But they're not doing it this time. But you know why I think they're really not doing it, though? I think they're not doing it because they're really pissed off. Not so much as, oh, we don't want to have people coming in and taking resources and competing with us. And I don't think they're doing it because of that. They're doing it because they lost the election. Kamala lost the election. So they're saying, well, to hell with everything. They want everything to just burn down. So I don't think I am proud that they're not going out there standing with people that don't like them or us as a people. But their reasonings, their reasoning behind it, I don't think is the most genuine. I don't think they're doing it for the people. I think they're doing it for their own selfish means, and they're looking for some get back. Because you see a lot of videos of these women who are part of the 92% that they're making videos gloating. See, I told you so. Yeah, don't you wish you didn't vote for him? Don't you wish you're regretting your vote now, aren't you? Huh? And that's what's making me think that this isn't really a genuine position that they're taking. They're taking this position because they're on some petty shit. They just want to sit back and say, "I told you so. I told you so." Hell, Kamala Harris even said that in one of her recent speeches. I don't want to say "I told you so." Her goddamn laugh. But yeah, man, it's in multiple American cities. This is crazy. And now they're having terms called saying these people are undocumented citizens. How the fuck can you be an undocumented citizen? I'm a citizen of the U.S. I'm fucking documented. I got a social security number. They know what the fuck I am. The type of jobs that I've held before. They got my fingerprints. They got all kind of shit on me. I'm a fucking citizen. I have a U.S. fucking passport. So what the fuck are you talking about? You're undocumented citizen. You can't be a citizen and be undocumented. And these are politicians saying this shit. Politicians. Democrat politicians, man, I swear to God. I am mad that I even voted for Democrats at all at one point. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad I donated to campaigns. I'm not, because the people I did donate, I donated to, except for Bernie Sanders. I donated to him, and I was very disappointed in how he turned coded. But Tulsi Gabbard, who's now a Republican, I guess I can't regret that. And I also like the Andrew Yang. The reason why, the guy was probably the most intelligent person on the debate stages, and he rarely got questions. The man just made too much goddamn sense. But now I know why he didn't get far. Because he made too much goddamn sense. He was too smart. You know? But I'm not gonna keep going and on and on and on with this video, man. I'm just it's wild. I just want to recap. It's wild that these illegal immigrants and their supporters are burning American flags, flying foreign flags, and now they're upset that the military is being brought in. My man, that's like a foreign invasion to me. It's one thing if you were flying both the American and the Mexican flag and together, and you say, hey, man, we're supposed to be working together. We got to work this thing out. And they're trying to talk peacefully. These people are burning cars down, looting, burning American flags, flying foreign flags in its place. And you have American citizens who are cheering this shit on simply because Donald Trump is the president. This is crazy. Actually, I'm going to go on a little bit longer. I just had a couple of thoughts that just popped in my head. I was just watching an episode of Tim Pool's show, and he's talking about Civil War. If it does happen, if it does start, it'll be the Democrats and the liberal side that starts it. But I hope that if it does start, that the right finishes that shit hard. These people are bringing in chaos, the Democrats. The liberals, they're bringing in chaos. They're bringing in falsehoods. They're telling lies. They're cheating when it comes to elections, they have to go. It has to stop. The Democrats are a problem. I will never vote for them again. I would actively encourage no one to vote for them. They don't have the best interests of anyone at heart. It's just the facts, based off of what I've been seeing in the last several years. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Until the next one, y'all be easy.